Welcome back, Exile. It's time to continue our coverage of the Core series. This time, we're taking a look at the T2 set, Nullifier. And my feelings on this one are, well, they're all over the place. Right before release, when we just had the images from the GGPK, this was my going favorite. After release, less so. I thought Null was a little bit more than a remixed light mode Elder set when it first came out. And that's true. That's really true. But the more I look at it, the more I like the blue highlights. So then I tried to play around with it a little bit, tried my hand at a few combos, and they were all terrible. So after that, I was, again, back to disliking it. And I'm haunted by why. Why am I going back and forth on the set? It has all the right elements for my personal taste. It has creature-esque plating, cosmic horror, subtle blue coloration. Love that. So what's the deal? Well, to put it simply, I hate the helmet. I seriously hate the helmet. Why does this eldritch monster have a human skull? Why is the tentacle hair cemented down? Why do I have a freaking prom crown? It's a mess. And there's also some weird shadow baking that makes the set look really odd in bright lighting, but I'm willing to overlook that since for the most part, PoE is a dark game, and this set looks amazing in low light. But yeah, take the helm out of the equation and the set is actually fine. It's not perfect by any means, but it's pretty good. Now, let's note that the weapon effect that it comes with is very cool. It has this cool inky vortex at the hilt. The particle orientation for this vortex can vary depending on the base type of the weapon. It likes to jump around, especially on bigger weapons. It likes to hop around. It doesn't really know where it wants to go. On one-handed swords, though, it's great. Portal. The portal is truly beautiful. Something interesting I noticed about the new portals, by the way, is that once you activate any of the new portals, you can move your map device around in your hideout, and the apparition from the new portals will stay where they were initially summoned. So, if anybody here likes to speculate, this lets you get an unobstructed view at what we assume are the new bosses. It also makes me want permanent hideout apparitions more, but that's a secondary point. Moving on. Now for combos. My philosophy for this set being, find replacement for the helm, and then find something that goes with that. Despair is the best bet, in my humble opinion. The texture color match is just right. The little red dots are ignorable if you don't like the coloration, but I honestly really, really like red and blue stuff together, so I think this works. Overseer is a decent helmet replacement, and after sitting unused for years in my collection, Mana Wyrm, of all things, finally gets to make an appearance in a video, and it's pretty good. Stygian Skull and the Stygian Hood are super good, and while Gorgon is a bit metallic, I don't think it matters too much. It still looks fine here. For a weird one, I really like how Suffering's neutral tones match Null's, but the yellow is odd. I cannot decide if I like this or if it's awful. I have no idea. But I figured it'd be worth putting in the video so you could see how the textures match up, and if you do like it, let me know. Or if it's terrible, keep that to yourself. Now, hands down, I think the best part of the set is the wings. They kind of have an OG tentacle wings remixed with the Elder vibe, and I love them. The goo that splashes on the ground is one of the coolest new visual effects they've introduced in the last year, and I would love to see more of it. Something like an evolving, blood-soaked character effect that got more and more intense with kills that used this tech would be insane. So I'm really excited for these. I think these are sick. Now, as far as these go, I lean into the visual effect with the black character effect and the black footprints, and then you can just basically equip that with any set you want, and this is an extremely flexible setup. Anything you want. Abyss, Scavenger, whatever. Bam. Style. So what are my final thoughts? Well, final verdict. Nullifier is a terrible rare modifier that randomly kills players without any warning and needs to be removed from the game. Also, the set's fine. Hell makes me sad, though. I'll see you guys tomorrow.